of another variable, which stores the address of another variable. Means if I wanted to access the address of a variable, we have to use a pointer. Let us say an example. Suppose I have declared an example. I have declared some variable int a. Okay, I have declared some variable int a. So as already discussed, if this int a is an integer variable, if it is a local variable, it is going to be stored into the stack memory of the main memory, so that it is going to allocate some space in the main memory at some location. Let us say the location is at memory address 1000, and it will be stored with some value. Let us say if a equaled 25, so it will store with some value. Means whenever you have this kind of declaration, it is going to store some value for the variable. Now we can call it as a variable. This is called address of that variable, and this is called value of the variable. Okay, value of the variable. So means whenever we declared a variable, that variable is going to occupy some location in the memory. That location in the memory is referred with some number. That number is called address. Now if I wanted to store this address of variable a, we have to store into a variable called pointer variable. Now what is a pointer? Pointer is a variable which stores the address of another variable. Means pointer itself is a variable. Now what is the syntax for declaration of a pointer? Syntax for declaration of pointer is a data type star variable name. So here star before the variable name, indicating that it is a variable, is a pointer variable, and this variable is a pointer variable which stores the address of the data type that you mentioned as a left side. Let me give an example, a small example. Suppose if I declared a pointer variable int star p. Now what we call p is a pointer. P is a pointer which is storing the address of integer variables, and generally you people are calling that if int star p is there, what you may be calling p is an integer pointer. You call it as a p is an integer pointer. So saying p is an integer pointer is a blunder mistake, keep in mind. Okay, so there is no integer pointers. We can say, instead of saying it is an integer pointer, we have to call ఏమనాలి దీన్ని? P is a pointer which stores the address of integer anali, but you should not say integer pointer. So if int a is there, this one I can call a is an integer variable. That is correct. A is an integer variable. Int star p means don't say p is an integer pointer. No. What you can write? You can say it is p is a pointer which stores the address of integer variables. Means that pointer variable is going to store the address of which type of variables is denoted by this declaration, integer variables. Okay, so this is a declaration of an integer pointer. This way you have to call, and don't say p is an integer pointer. P is integer pointer and మీరు చెప్పారనుకోండి, అది బ్లండర్ మిస్టేక్ అవుతుంది. Don't say p is an integer pointer. You can write p is a pointer which stores the address of integer variable. Now let us an example here. This is a declaration of a variable a. Whenever you have a declaration of variable a memory is allocated for that variable a at some location. The location, memory location, is identified with some number that is called address, and that variable in that location, it is storing some value. Okay, now if I wanted to store the address of this variable a, we have to have one integer pointer, or else we can call it is a pointer to an integer. So don't say integer pointer. We have to call, we require to declare a variable which is a pointer to integer. So what you can write, how do you create a pointer? Star p. And what type it is? Int type. Int type means now p is a pointer which stores the address of integer. Now what is a? Integer. Now what is p? Pointer pointing to integer. So it means now pointer p can store the address of an integer variable a. Now how to assign the address of a to pointer p? How to assign? Simple. What is the general syntax for assigning? So pointer variable in the left hand side, and this is to be stored with some address location. So we have to use address of some variable name. What is that ampersand operator? Ampersand operator is called address operator. So which that address operator before the variable says it is an address of a particular variable will be stored into some pointer variable. Now if I write this one, and moreover you keep in mind int star p, this is also called a declaration, right? Int star p is called a declaration. It means p is a variable. If it is a variable, a memory is allocated for that variable. So p is a variable, a memory is allocated for that variable at some location, say 2000s, assuming, and in that p, in that memory location 2000s, we can store the address. How to store the address? Simply we can use p equal address of a. So what is an address of a? Address of a is called 1000. 1000 is an address. So how would you write? Here we have to write address. Fine. Now how to display the address of a variable a? How to display the address of a variable a? We can use some printf statement. Now printf percentile u. What is u? U is called unsigned integer. What is u? U is called unsigned integer. It means we have to say that addresses are unsigned numbers. Unsigned numbers అంటే ఏంటి? అడ్రస్ ఎప్పుడు నెగటివ్ నెంబర్ ఉండదు, అడ్రస్ ఎప్పుడు పాజిటివ్ నెంబరే ఉంటుంది. అందుకని addresses are always represented with a field specifier percentile u. Percentile u specifies the address. Okay, percentile u specifies the address. Now if I wanted to print address of variable a, we can use an ampersand operator, ampersand a. So this is going to print the address of a. Now what is the address of a? A is a variable, its address is 1000, so that it is going to output value 1000. Or else you can use this kind of statement also, printf percentile u. Why? Here the address of variable a is copied into pointer variable p. Even you can use this kind of statement. Now percentile u specifies unsigned integer to be displayed as an output, and whose value is p. Now what is the value of p? 1000. What is the value of p? 1000. So what output you can expect here? 1000. Suppose if I wanted to see in which location the pointer is stored. If I wanted to see in which location the pointer is stored. So what we can use? Printf percentile u ampersand p. Now what is a p? P is a variable. Now that variable occupying some location in the memory, let us say 2000 location. Because I am writing ampersand p, it specifies, it stores the address of that pointer variable 2000, pointer variable p. So what is the address of pointer variable p? 2000. So it is going to print the output 2000s. Okay, this is how we have to access the memory location of a particular variable, and each variable is going to occupy some location in the memory. If you want to access that location, we can access it, and possible. And keep in mind, no integer pointer, no float pointer is there. So we have a pointer to integer is there, pointer to float is there. You keep in mind the difference between integer pointer and pointer to integer. So we don't have integer pointers, but we do have integer variables. Okay, so we instead of saying it is an integer pointer, we have to say it is a pointer to an integer. That difference you keep in mind. This is how we have to access the addresses of a particular variable. Okay, fine. Here I hope you understood some basic funda of a pointer. Now look at this question. Look at this question for your understanding. Here we do have two variables. one variable is x, another variable is y. Here in this declaration, there are two variables. There are two variables, x and y. Fine. Now x is one variable that is going to occupy some location in the memory. Let us say 1000 location. In location 1000, the variable x is stored. And we also have one more variable y. Y is also allotted some space in the memory. Let us say, assuming it is a 2000 location. Now which location we cannot know. Okay, this is depending on the load time of a compiler. Means whenever this program is loading into main memory for execution, that time this space is going to be allocated. So which location it is going to be allocated, we don't know, but for understanding, so I'll be giving some addresses are 1000, 2000s. And next int star ptr is there. Now what is ptr? Ptr is a pointer to which type of variables? Integer variables. Because ptr is a variable, that variable is going to occupy some location in the memory. Let us say 3000s. Next, what are the statements? X equal to 10. So means in this location of x, the value 10 is stored. Second statement, ptr equal to ampersand x. What is ampersand x? Address of x. What is the address of x? 1000. That is stored into the ptr. So means ptr is stored with value 1000. Next, y equal to star ptr. Y equal to star ptr. Here I have to tell one more point. Here we have displayed the addresses. Now if I wanted to access this value using the pointer, if I wanted to access this value using the pointer, we have to use a statement called %d star p. Star p. Now what is star says? Star p says value at. Means whenever you are using star variable name in the expressions or in the print statement except the declarations, we can call that star is called value at operator. Now star p, we called value at p. Now what is a p here in this example? 1000. So we can call it as value at location. What p specifies? P stores the location 1000. So what is a value at 1000th location? What value is there in the 1000 location? It is 25. So means it is representing the value 25. So means if I wanted to access the value of a variable using a pointer, value of a variable using a pointer, we have to use star p. We have to use star p. That star before the pointer variables in the expressions or in the print statements except in the declarations will be treated as a value at operator. So using that value at operator, you can find the value in a particular location in the pointer so that you can able to get that value. Okay, what is the output? 25, right? Okay, so here you can see here this statement is similar to this. Now ptr pointer variable is on the right hand side of the expression. So if it is other than in the declaration, that star is called value at. Now what this is called? Value at ptr. What ptr contains? 1000 location. What is the value is there in the 1000 location? 10. The 10 is copied into y. Keep in mind. Okay. Now done. Up to this is simple. Declaration is done. Now look at this statement. Now here you do have the list of statements and you need to find what output is possible for each printf statement. Simple. Just you can, wherever you are sitting, you can just check what value this printf statement is going to be printed. Please check it. Okay, so that you will get an idea. So you do it wherever you are sitting, you do it along with me. So what output you are going to get? Value of x is %d. Here it is printing x. What is the value of x? 10. So it gives you 10. Now it is simple. Second statement. %d is stored at address %u. Here, what is the first %d specifies x? What is the x? 10. Now what it stores? 10 is stored at address. 10 is stored at address percentile u. This percentile u is for ampersand x. Ampersand x means address of x. What is the address of x? These are the addresses, right? These are the addresses. And these are the values. These are the variables. Correct? Now, 10 is stored at address ampersand x. Address of x is 1000. So what it gives you? 10 is stored at address 1000. Fine. Now, printf. Again, we have one more printf statement. Just think about the answer for this question. Printf statement. Percentile d is stored at address percentile u. What is the first one? Percentile d is representing star ampersand x. Look at star ampersand x. Okay. So what is ampersand x? Address of x. Okay. It is saying address of x. Now, if I add star before this, so what it is called? Value at address of x. Correct? Are you getting my points? So here ampersand x is address of x. If I put star before this, value at address of x. So what is the value at address of x? Address of x is 1000. What is the value at 1000? 10. Right? So means again it is showing the same message. 10 is stored at address ampersand x. Ampersand x is address of x. Address of x is 1000. So here one point you remember. If you have star and ampersand, if you have a star and ampersand, one star and one ampersand, you can cut it. Why? Because ampersand says address, star says value at address. Means by default it says the value of variable x. Simple. So that you can cut it. Right? Now, next you can check. Printf percentile d is stored at percentile u. Same thing. What is the first percentile d is for star ptr. Now look at star ptr. What is there in the ptr? Ptr contains 1000. So means star 1000. What is star 1000 says? Value at 1000. What value is there at 1000 location? 10. So what it is going to be printed for the first percentile d? 10 is stored at address. What is the next one? Next percentile d is ptr. What is there in the ptr? 1000. So means here I will be showing different ways. So output is same, but accessing the same in a different way. So means if I wanted to print a 10 here, I may use x, or else I may use star ampersand x, or else I may use star ptr for printing the same 10. And for printing the addresses, I may use ampersand x, or I can print the address using the ptr, pointer variable. That is also possible. Now have a look. This is another way again. Percentile d is stored at address percentile u. Here, first percentile d is for y. What is there in the y? 10 is stored at address ampersand star ptr. So this ampersand, this star is going to be cancelled, as I told you. Or else even if you put it, you will get the same thing. Ampersand star is going to be cancelled. What is ampersand and star, or star and ampersand is going to be cancelled? What is there in the ptr? 1000. You are going to get the same thing. So, but I am showing you different ways of accessing the same. Right? Next one. Printf. Percentile d. This percentile d is for ptr. What is there in the ptr? 1000. Here you are getting some different output. 1000. What is there in the ptr? 1000. Is stored at address ampersand ptr. What is an ampersand ptr? Ptr is this. Ampersand ptr says address of that ptr variable. That is 3000. So here you are going to get 3000. Fine. Okay. So means 1000 is stored at 3000 location. Last one. Printf percentile d is stored at percentile u. First percentile d for y. What is the value of y? 10. So it gives you 10 is stored at address ampersand y. Ampersand y means address of y. Address of y. What is the address of y? That is 2000. So you are going to get 2000. These are the different ways you can access the values, addresses using the pointers. Okay. And these are the notations. And if you understood the notations, solving the questions becomes very easy for you. Okay. Done. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Then I will proceed for the gate questions, and we'll discuss some different concepts also. Before proceeding for the gate questions and different concepts, here I'm going to discuss about pointer to pointer concept also. Once we complete the pointer to pointer concept, we'll continue with some gate questions and all. Okay, do you have any doubt? If you have any doubt regarding this pointer concepts, you can ask me based on whatever we have discussed so far. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, just ignore. Or if you are hesitated to ask any doubt, you can put your doubt in your chat box. Okay. Chalo, we'll discuss one more simple concept called pointer to pointer. What is a pointer to pointer? What is a pointer variable which stores the address of some variable? And if we wanted to store the address of that pointer, we can use a pointer to pointer. A simple definition: a pointer can store the address of another pointer. A pointer can store the address of another pointer. Such situation is known as pointer to pointer concept. It means already pointer stores address, because pointer is a variable which is stored in some location. If you wanted that location address to be stored into some other variable, that variable is called pointer to pointer. A simple definition: a pointer can store address of another pointer. That situation is known as pointer to pointer. Here is a small example. Look at int star p1. It means p1 is one variable. Each pointer is a variable. So it is occupied some location in the memory. Let us say at 1000 location p1. But what is p1? Pointer to integer. Now we do have one more pointer variable, p2. Now here you observe what is p2. P2 is a variable. It is a variable which is which type of variable? It is a pointer variable. First star says pointer variable, and second star says it is a point. It is a pointer to pointer. Means this is a pointer which is pointing to another pointer variable. So means a pointer to pointer. So this is also occupies some location. Now p3 is one more variable. This is also allocated in some location in the memory. Let us say 3000 location. Now what is p3? P3 is a pointer because first star says. What is p3? P3 is a pointer. What second says pointer to pointer. What third star says? Pointer to pointer to pointer. So three times you can call. So first say pointer. Second one says pointer to pointer. Third one says pointer to pointer to pointer. So means even you can store address of one pointer to into another pointer into another pointer into another pointer possible. That's why the concept is called pointer to pointer. Okay. Generally, actually, you may ask me a question, sir, why pointer to pointer is used in the computer memory. So in the computer memory, pointer to pointer is used for showing the indirect addressing mode. Indirect addressing mode. You might have studied addressing modes in your computer organization chapter. Okay, fine. Now look at these statements. P1 equaled ampersand V, and also we have one more variable V. What is a V? V is assuming it is located in 4000 location whose value is 25. Again, I'm saying you upper one is variables. These are the values in the boxes, and at the bottom are called addresses. Okay. Now P1 equal to ampersand V. P1 equal to ampersand V. Ampersand V means address of V. What is V? Here is a V. What is the address of V? 4000. That 4000 is copied into which variable? P1. Now P1 stored with value 4000. Fine. Next. P2 equal to ampersand P1. What is ampersand P1? Address of P1 is 1000. That address of P1 is 1000. You are copying into P2. So P2 is stored with 1000. How to copy address of P3? So actually it is P2. Just a small correction. Address of P2. Address of P2 is 2000. This 2000 is copied into P3. So means P3 is stored with value 2000. Right? Now, if you wanted to access the value of V, if you want to access the value of V using pointers, in what way, how many ways we can access it? Printf %d V. This is going to print the value 25. If you wanted to print the value of 25 using pointer P1, so what you can write? Star P1. Star P1. What is star P1? The star P1 says value at P1. Here I'm writing star P1. What is star P1 is called? Value at P1. What is P1? P1 is a 4000s. So means it shows value at 4000 location. In 4000 location, what value is there? 25. You're going to get the same thing. Suppose if you wanted the same value to get with P2, star P2. What is star P2? Look at star P2. Now what is P2? P2 is 1000. Okay, what is P2? 1000. Star 1000. The first says value at 1000. Value at 1000 location. What value is there at 1000 location? At 1000 location, what value is there? 4000s. 4000 is there. Now second star. What second star says? Value at 4000 location. What value is there at the 4000 location? 25. So this is another way. And you can use similarly star P3 also possible. Now look at star P3. Now what is P3? Now P3 is 2000s. What is star 2000 says? Value at 2000. What is the value is there at 2000 location? 1000. Again next star. Value at 1000. You have to strip out in this way so that answering the questions becomes easy. Star 1000. What star 1000 says? Value at 1000. What value is there at 1000 location? 4000s. Next, star 4000s means value at 4000s. At 4000s, what value is there? 25. So means this is how we have to access the value of variable using pointer and pointer to pointer and pointer to pointer to pointer also possible. Okay, that may be any bigger one. You can do similarly this one. Okay, fine. This is a pointer to pointer basic concepts. I hope you understood the basic concepts of pointers, pointers assignments, pointers declarations, and accessing the members using the pointers, pointer to pointers that I have discussed. Only the basics we have discussed. Okay. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask me before I proceed for some gate questions and some gate kind of topics. So with this, I discussed only some basics of what is pointer, how to declare, how to access the value of the variable using the pointers that I discussed. మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే అడగొచ్చు, and don't hesitate to ask any doubt, even if it is simple or silly. If you don't have any doubt, I will proceed for the some gate questions and gate kind of topics on pointers we are going to discuss. And once this pointers concepts is finished, then we have to discuss arrays, And again, I will discuss arrays with the pointers. Next, arrays are over. Strings, I'll discuss strings and strings with the pointers. So means for all the concepts, again, I will put pointer. So means arrays, array with pointers. One dimensional array with pointers. Two-dimensional array, two-dimensional array with pointers. Strings, strings with pointers. Functions, function with pointers. Likewise, structure, structure with pointers. We'll discuss every concepts with respect to pointers also. Okay. Okay. I hope nobody is having any doubt because you are not asking. Or just let me check in your message box. In your message box, if you posted any doubts, let me solve. Okay. No doubts, Nitya. Right, Nitya. Thank you. Fine. Chalo. Here, I'm going to discuss some of the previous year gate questions so that you will get a lot of confidence on it. Just give me a minute. In the previous class, we have discussed the storage classes and the questions, previous year gate questions and all we have discussed. Now, let me continue with the concepts of pointers and gate questions. Fine. Okay. I hope you can see my computer screen. Here I'm discussing questions based on the pointers. If possible, you also write along with me, take the question, and if possible, try to solve the questions at the earliest. మీరు పాసిబిలిటీ ఉంటే తొందరగా సాల్వ్ చేయొచ్చు మీరు. First you try. If you get some answer, you can give the answer. మీకు ఏ ఆన్సర్ వచ్చినా పర్లేదు, తప్పైనా పర్లేదు, రాంగ్ అయినా పర్లేదు, but you put a try and later I will explain you. So if even if it is wrong, no, not an issue. Int x void q of int z, z equal z plus x, printf percentage d comma z, close, void p int star y int x equal star y plus 2, q of x calling star y equal x minus 1, printf percentage d comma x, void main x equal to 5, p of ampersand x. Now what is p? P is a function, q is a function. Printf percentage d comma x. Here I am giving options 12, 7 and 6, 14, 14 and 6, 7, 7 and 6, 14, 7 and 6. Okay. Just you can give a try. No issue whether it is right or wrong. Worry avaddu. Correct aina parledu, wrong aina parledu. Just give a try and answer it. Take 2 minutes of time. ఒక 2 నిమిషాల టైం తీసుకోండి. That in that time just even I will also relax for some time. It is one of the previous year GATE question.
First,
Very good, ma. Very good. Okay. Nice. Nice. Super. Fine. Good, Nitya. It is 12:76. Okay. Just let me explain it very quickly. Just understand the way I'm solving also. Here, int x is a global variable, and that is going to store in some location in the memory, let us say 1000. It is a q function, it is a p function. These are the two functions. Program execution always starts with a main, and x is initialized with value 5, and it is calling a p function, calls p function, this function, by passing address of x. What is address of x? 1000 is passing to the p function. That 1000, when it is passed to the p function, this is a formal parameters. Now a memory for this formal parameter is allocated in the stack location at some location in the memory 2000. So what it, that y stores, y is a pointer variable which stores address of x, that is 1000. Now here inside the p we have a int x. Now x is a variable, x is a variable. Now this x is local to p, and this x is a global. It is a global, and global variables are occupying in the static memory, and function variables and local variables are going to be stored into the stack memory that we discussed in the last class. So it is local x, local x. This local x also more memory is going to be created. Let us say at location 3000s, and here star y, value at y. What is a y? 1000. What is the value at 1000? 5. This is representing 5 plus 2, 7. That 7 is stored into the local x, q of x. So it is going to call q of x, q function, with passing x value. What is x value now here? 7. Now that 7 is copied into z variable. That 7 is copied into z. Means again z is a formal parameter to the function q, and formal parameters are going to occupy some location in the stack memory, let us say 4000 locations, and it is initialized with value z. Now next is z equal to z plus x, z plus x. Now can you tell me this x is referring to the local x or global x? Do you have any variable local to the Q function? No. Now this is going to refer to the global variable, global x. Global x. What is the global value of x? 5. Now global x is 5. Z is 7. 7 plus 5, which is equals to 12. The 12 is copied into location Z. Printf percentage z. So output, what it output, it is going to be printed 12. The first output is 12. The first output is 12 matching with only option A. So I can go ahead with option if I'm sitting in the examination hall. Suppose if options are not given, then you have to check for all the options. Once this printf is completed, this program is going to return to the next statement after the calling of q of x statement. What is the next statement? X minus 1. Now this x is local to p right now, because in the p function x is declared. Now I can call this x is local to p. What is a local x? Local x is value 7. Now it is 7 minus 1, which is equals to 6. That 6 is copied into pointer y, means address, sorry, value at y. What is a y? Y is a pointer. What is a y? Y is 1000. You look at y is 1000. Value at 1000. Value at 1000. This is a value at 1000 location. Previously 5 is there. Now it is going to be changed to 6. Okay, it is changed to 6. And printf percentage x. Printf percentage x. Here, what is x? Printf percentage x. X value is local x. What is the local x? Local x is 7. Local x is 7. This is local x. Why it is local x? Because it is going to print the value of x. Now x is, for x we have a local declaration. As already we discussed, local will have higher priority than globals. If local is not found, then it has to look for the globals. That point also we have discussed in the last class. So it is going to print the output 7. So second output is 7. Then once after completion of this, the control should return to the main. So in the main we have a printf percentage x. Printf percentage x. Here x value is going to be printed. Is x is local to main? Do you have any declaration of x local to main? No. Then this x is representing the global x. What is the global value of x here? 6. So that it is going to output 6. That is a third output. So answer for this question is option A. A is the correct answer for the question. This is one of the previous year GATE question asked for 2 marks. So this way you can solve it. Hardly, if you saw, I recommend you, please practice in the way I'm solving. If you practice in the way I'm solving, there is no chance of doing any mistakes. అంటే ప్రాపర్గా వచ్చేస్తుంది. అంటే రఫ్గా బ్లైండ్గా చేసే కంటే జస్ట్ హార్డ్లీ ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ 1 minute. అంటే మీరు ఒకసారి ప్రాక్టీస్ అయిపోయింది అనుకోండి, నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడం కోసం ఇంతసేపు చెప్పాను, బట్ మీకు వన్స్ ఒకసారి ప్రాక్టీస్ అయిపోతే హార్డ్లీ ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ 1 minute ఆఫ్ టైం, నాట్ మోర్ దెన్ దట్ ఆల్సో. 1 నిమిషం కంటే ఎక్కువ పట్టదు, బట్ మీకు అక్యురేట్ ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది, కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉండదు. సో ఐ రికమెండ్ యూ ప్లీజ్ సాల్వ్ ఇన్ దిస్ వే. Okay, fine. If required, you can take a snapshot of this question. Otherwise, just go ahead with one more question. Inko question చేయండి. Please look at. I hope you understood the way I'm solving. This is also one of the previous year GATE question. Void mystery of int star ptr a comma int star ptr b. Star ptr a and star ptr b. Here int star temp equal to ptr a, ptr a equal to ptr b, and ptr b equal to temp. This is a close. And void main int a equal to 2020, b equal to 42, c equal to 7, d equal to 6. Okay, and here it is calling the function mystery function with address of a comma address of b. If b less than d, call mystery of ampersand b comma ampersand d, mystery of ampersand c comma ampersand d, printf percentage d comma a. Okay, na? Now my question is, what is the output? What is the output of the program? What is the output of the program? Just you can try. Again, I am giving you 2 minutes of time. మీకు ఒక 2 minutes time ఇస్తాను. నేను ఎలా సాల్వ్ చేశానో ఐ రికమెండ్ యూ ప్లీజ్ సాల్వ్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ మేనర్. నేను ఎలా సాల్వ్ చేశానో అలాగే సాల్వ్ చేయమని నేను రికమెండ్ చేస్తున్నాను. ప్లీజ్ ట్రై ఇట్. Have you tried?
Sir, 2020, sir.
Very good, excellent, ma. Super. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Excellent, ma. Okay, I thought you will get confused. Nice, nice. Okay, here just let me explain quickly because already have done. Okay, just let me explain quickly. A is located in 1000 location, assuming the value is 2020. Okay, this is, and the B is assuming at location 2000s, the value is 42. And the C is assuming at 3000 location. మీరు ఇలా రాస్తారనుకోండి మీకు ఈజీ అయిపోతుంది తొందరగా, అంటే హార్డ్లీ ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ 2 minutes టైం, అంటే ఒక క్వశ్చన్ కి 3 నిమిషాలు 2 నిమిషాల కంటే ఎక్కువ పట్టదు, బట్ మీకు అక్యురేట్ ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. సో మిస్టరీ, ఇట్ ఈస్ కాలింగ్ ఎ మిస్టరీ ఫంక్షన్. ఇక్కడికి వెళ్తుంది. హౌ? బై కాలింగ్ అడ్రస్ ఆఫ్ ఏ. అడ్రస్ ఆఫ్ ఏ ఎంత 1000 అండ్ అడ్రస్ ఆఫ్ బి 2000s. That is copied into local variables. Now ptr is local variable pointer. Suppose it is at 5000 location. Now this 1000 is copied into ptr. Okay, next ptr a, and one more is ptr b. Local variables are stored into the stack memory. In the ptr b, and assuming it is at 6000 location, what is stored in the ptr b? 2000s. Into temp, again temp is one temporary pointer variable, assuming this is at location 7000s. Now what is the first statement? Temp equal to ptr a. Temp equal to ptr a. What is a ptr a? 1000 is copied into temp. ptr a equal to ptr b. So ptr b entundi 2000s is copied into ptr a. Next ptr temp equal to ptr b equal temp, means value of temp, that is 1000, is copied into ptrb. Now this is copied with 1000 value. Okay, this is copied with 1000 value. So here you observe, it is not changing the values, it is exchanging the addresses. These are exchanging addresses. Exchanging addresses, and after this it is going to return it. If b less than d, what is a b? b equal to 42. Less than d, d is 6, 42 less than 6, false. B less than d, false. It is false, this is not going to be evaluated. And next it is going to call mystery of ampersand c and ampersand d. Mystery of, and moreover, because I don't write any parenthesis, this after if only one statement is considered as a condition statement, because b less than d, it is not going to be evaluated. What is ampersand c? 3000s. What is ampersand d? 4000s. And keep in mind, in the function, what it is doing, exchanging the addresses. Addresses are exchanged. Because addresses are exchanged but not the values, swapped. Addresses are swapped, you can say. It is swapping of addresses, not the values. Swapping of addresses. Now printf %d a. Now what is a a? A is a value. So here in this, it is performing a swapping of addresses only, but actual values of a is not swapped. Now what is the value of a? 2020. That's it. But if the same question given in this way, until I icharankondi star temp ఒకసారి చూడండి, equal star ptr a, star ptr a equal star ptr b, and star ptr b equal star temp అన్నాను అనుకోండి. ఇప్పుడు ఏం ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది? ఆన్సర్ మొత్తం మీన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ స్వాపింగ్ ఆఫ్ అడ్రసెస్, నౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ స్వాపింగ్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూస్ ఎట్ అడ్రసెస్. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? ఇది స్వాపింగ్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూస్ ఎట్ అడ్రస్డ్ లొకేషన్. ఎట్ అడ్రస్డ్ లొకేషన్. ఒక్కసారి చూడండి, ఇలా అయితే ఏమవుతుంది ఒక్కసారి చూడండి. జస్ట్ టేక్ 1 minute ఆఫ్ టైమ్ అండ్ ట్రై. ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది? ఆంపర్సెంట్ ఏ 1000 పాస్ చేసాము పీటీఆర్ లోకి. సో మళ్ళీ రాస్తాను ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, పీటీఆర్ లో ఎంత స్టోర్ చేసాము? 1000 స్టోర్ చేసాము. పీటీఆర్ బిలో 2000 స్టోర్ చేసాము. ఓకేనా? అప్ టు దిస్ ఇస్ ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్ స్టార్ టెంప్. టెంప్ అనేది ఒక వేరియబుల్. నౌ టెంప్ ఇక్కడ ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ బదులు ఇవి రాశాను. స్టార్ పీటీఆర్ అంటే ఏంటి? వాల్యూ ఎట్ పీటీఆర్. వాల్యూ ఎట్ పీటీఆర్. వాట్ ఈస్ పీటీఆర్? పీటీఆర్ ఇస్ 1000. వాట్ ఈస్ ద వాల్యూ ఇస్ దేర్ ఎట్ 1000? ఇన్ ద వాల్యూ ఎట్ 1000 is 2020 ఉంది. That is copied into value at temp. సో అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఇందులో 2020 స్టోర్ అవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ వాల్యూ ఎట్ స్టార్ పిటిఆర్బి. వాల్యూ ఎట్ పిటిఆర్బి మీన్స్ వాల్యూ ఎట్ 2000 లొకేషన్. వాల్యూ ఎట్ 2000 లొకేషన్. 2000 లొకేషన్ లో ఏ వాల్యూ ఉంది, 42 ఉంది. ఆ 42ని ఎక్కడ కాపీ చేయాలి, వాల్యూ ఎట్ పిటిఆర్ఏ. పిటిఆర్ఏలో ఏముంది, 1000 ఉంది. వాల్యూ ఎట్ 1000 స్టార్ పిటిఆర్ఏ అంటే ఏంటి, వాల్యూ ఎట్ 1000. వాల్యూ ఎట్ 1000 అంటే ఈ 1000 లొకేషన్లో ఏం చేయాలి, 42ని కాపీ చేయాలి. నెక్స్ట్ స్టార్ టెంప్. వాల్యూ ఎట్ టెంప్. టెంప్ లో ఎంత ఉంది, సారీ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ స్టార్ టెంప్, ఇక్కడ ఏంటి టెంప్ అంతే. ఇక్కడ ఓకే, ఇక్కడ కూడా ఒక కరెక్షన్ కావాలి దీనికి. ఇక్కడ కూడా ఒక కరెక్షన్ కావాలి. ఏం కరెక్షన్ కావాలి అంటే ఇక్కడ ఇంట్ టెంప్ అనాలి అంతే. ఇక్కడ వాల్యూస్ కావాలి కాబట్టి అడ్రసెస్ కాదు. ఓకే, అప్పుడు ఏంటి, టెంప్ లో ఎంత ఉంది, 2020 ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి కాపీడ్ ఇంటూ స్టార్ పిటిఆర్బి. వాట్ ఈస్ స్టార్ పిటిఆర్బి, పిటిఆర్బి ఎంత 2000. వాల్యూ ఎట్ 2000 లో ఎంత కాపీ చేయాలి, 2020ని కాపీ చేయాలి. 2000 లొకేషన్ లో 2020 కాపీ చేయాలి. అంటే ఏమైంది, ఇట్ ఈస్ స్వాపింగ్ ద వాల్యూస్. ప్రీవియస్లీ ఏమవుతుంది, స్వాపింగ్ ద అడ్రసెస్, బట్ స్వాపింగ్ ద వాల్యూస్ అయింది. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, ఇఫ్ బి లెస్ దెన్ డి, వాట్ ఈస్ అ బి, నా బిలో ఎంత ఉంది, నా 2020 లెస్ దెన్ డి, డి 6, 2020 లెస్ దెన్ 6 ఫాల్స్, అంటే ఇది ఈ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ కాదు. మళ్ళీ మిస్టరీ ఆఫ్ యాంపర్సెంట్ సి అండ్ యాంపర్సెంట్ డి. యాంపర్సెంట్ సి ఎంత 3000, యాంపర్సెంట్ డి ఎంత 4000. ఇవి రెండు స్వాప్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది, ఇది 7/6 అవుతుంది, ఇది 6/7 అయిపోయింది. అది ఇక్కడ స్వాప్ అయిపోయింది, బికాస్ మిస్టరీ ఫంక్షన్ is స్వాపింగ్ ద వాల్యూస్. ప్రింట్ఎఫ్ పర్సెంటేజ్ డి ఏ, ఏలో ఎంత ఉంది వాల్యూ, 42 ఉంది. సో అక్కడ నేను అలా రాశాను అనుకోండి, ఇలా ఈ కోడ్ రాశాను అనుకోండి, ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు గెట్ 42. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటి రాశారు, ఇట్ ఈస్ స్వాపింగ్ ద అడ్రసెస్. మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయిపోయి స్వాపింగ్ అడ్రసెస్ చేయకుండా మీరు స్వాపింగ్ వాల్యూస్ చేశారనుకోండి, కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయిపోయేసి మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు, ఆన్సర్ 42 తీసుకుంటారు. బట్ యాక్చువల్లీ అక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది, స్వాపింగ్ అడ్రసెస్. వెరీ గుడ్ నిత్యం, అసలు హ్యాపీ, సూపర్బ్. అండ్ మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ కాలేదు, అవుతారనుకున్నాను బట్ అవ్వలేదు, ఎక్సలెంట్. ఓకే, మీకు ఓకే, బికాస్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ వెరీ గుడ్, మీరు చాలా బాగా చేస్తున్నారు. దట్స్ వై మీకు కొంచెం ట్రిక్కీ ఇస్తాను అనుకుంటున్నాను, బట్ మేబీ యూ మే బి డూయింగ్ ఇట్. ఓకే, చేస్తారేమో చూద్దాం. Connection got lost. Actually, I didn't observe. My connection got lost. So I don't know when it is lost. Please try this question. I'll give you 2 minutes of time. We'll check it. Kale. Yeah, hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Here I'm going to explain this question. So what is given here? Int I equal to 265. Let me check. Hello, anyone is there? Here I is 265. Now I is an integer. Integer is taking 2 bytes of memory. So means in two locations, 2 bytes. 2 bytes means 16 bits. And 265 we have to represent in binary as 1 4 zeros 1001 and the most significant 7 bits are 4 zeros. Okay, now assuming this is at location 1000 and this is location 1001. Okay, this is location 1000, this is location 1001. I is integer variable and j is also integer variable. It is also occupying some location, let us say 2000s. Now char star p means p is a pointer to a character variable and character variable takes only 1 byte of memory. P is a character variable which is taking only 1 byte of memory. Okay, now P is a pointer to a character variable which is stored at some location 3000. Now P equal to ampersand I. Now what P stores? Address of I. Address of I is in two locations because it is a byte addressable, and because what is a P? P is a character pointer which is stores address of a character variable. But here what is I? I is an integer variable. Because I is an integer variable and P is a pointer to character, and P is a pointer to character means it has to consider only 1 byte, not 2 bytes. This 1 byte, this value, this 1 byte. This 1 byte address is 1000. This 1000 is copied into P. Okay. Now J equal to star P. J equal to star P means star P. Star P means value at P. Value at P. What is P? 1000. Value at 1000 location. How much value is there in the 1000 location? This value is 9. So value at 1000 location is 9, is copied into J. Now value of J is 9. And printf percentage d J, it is going to output the value of J as 9. Next, star P equal to 32. Star P equal to 32. Now 32 is copied into star P. Star P means value at P. Value at P, value at 1000 location is added with value 32. Means this 9 is added with 32. Okay. Now see here 2 power 0, 1, 2, 3, it is 2 power 7, it is 2 power 8. The value of this 1 in binary which is equals to 256. And this value of these 8 bits is 32. 32 is going to be represented in the computer in binary format. Okay. Now, so total value is 256 plus 32. 256 plus 32 which is equals to 288. Now 288 is going to copy it into star P. Star P means value at P. Value, sorry, star P means value at P is 32. Now it is going to print the value of I. What is the value of I? I value is considering of 2 bytes. This 2 bytes consisting of 256 plus 32 which is equals to 288. So the output of this printf statement is 288. So what is the output of this program? The output of this program is 9 and 288 is in the output of this program. Fine. Any doubts? Oh, no one is there in the meeting. Fine. Madam, Suma madam. Suma madam. Hello.
Sir.
మేడం స్టూడెంట్స్ యాక్చువల్లీ మధ్యలో కనెక్షన్ లెఫ్ట్ అయిపోయింది.
Okay, sir.
స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా లెఫ్ట్ అయిపోయినట్టు, ఒకటే అమ్మాయి ఉండింది, అమ్మాయి కూడా వెళ్ళిపోయింది. నేను చూసుకోకుండా చెప్తూనే ఉన్నాను.
అదే ఇందాక ఒక 10 minutes బిఫోర్ దాకా కూడా ఉన్నారు సార్.
అదే కనెక్షన్ పోయింది మేడం సడన్ గా, అంటే పవర్ పోయింది, ఇంటర్నెట్ పోయింది, పోయేసి వెళ్ళిపోయినట్టున్నారు, మళ్ళీ ఇంకా రాలేదు. సో
గ్రూప్ లో ఒకసారి ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేస్తాను సార్. ఓకే
మేడం, చూడండి ఒకసారి, ఒక 5 minutes వెయిట్ చేద్దాము, ఉంటే కంటిన్యూ చేద్దాం, లేదంటే ఆల్రెడీ 12:30 అయిపోతుంది కదా, చూడండి మరి ఒక 5 minutes వెయిట్ చేస్తాను. రైట్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
వాల్ కట్టేవాళ్ళు. Sir, shall we start the class?
Yeah, sure, madam.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.